Hey, my name is Josh. I like hockey, rock and roll, and most importantly, science. Specifically neuroscience, so much so that I spent the last 4 years learning everything I could about the brain, including how to read brainwaves, psychology, anatomy physiology, and electroneurophysiology. Out of all these things I learned, by far the most interesting thing I learned is something that not a lot of people know about. So I figured I'd share it with you today. The thing I'm referring to, of course, is MMP2. Now, the big question of the day is, what the heck is MMP2? Before I answer that, I just want you to visualize something for me. Let's just say you bought an old, run-down apartment building. Congrats! You decide that you want people to move in and live in said apartment building. But the government says that the building is unsafe and unsteady. So, you decide you're going to build a brand new apartment building in that same plot of land. Now, in order for you to begin construction on this new building, you first need to destroy and clear away the debris from the first building. So you hire a demolition crew, and let's just say hypothetically that in said demolition crew, there was a specialist that specialized in destroying major support columns and breaking them down into smaller pieces for easy transport and processing. Okay, got that in your head? Okay, for this visualization, let's imagine that the old broken down apartment as a old broken damaged cell in your body, and this new apartment that you want to build as a newer healthy cell. In this hypothetical reimagination, the demolition crew, specifically the specialist designed to break down support columns, would be MMP2. So now let's talk about MMP2 specifically. MMP2 stands for matrix metalloproteinase 2 and is an extracellular enzyme that is found throughout the body, and it is involved in various bodily functions. MMP2's main function is to cleave a major structural protein called type 4 collagen. Type 4 collagen is similar to structural columns found inside of buildings, hence why I had you visualize an apartment. The clearing of this type 4 collagen allows for cellular regrowth and remodeling, similar to our story where we were able to clear away the old apartment building, destroy the structure of it, clear away the debris, and that allowed us to rebuild a new apartment building. MMP2 is also involved in the process of angiogenesis, which is the formation of new blood vessels, tissue repair, and inflammation. As I said before, MMP2 has a variety of roles throughout the body, but its most notable roles are aiding in the breakdown of the uterine lining during menstruation and in helping to remodel bones. Since MMP2 is an enzyme, we need to ensure that MMP2 levels and expression remain appropriate. In order to do that, the body employs what's called a tissue inhibitor of metalloproteinase 2, or TIMP2, to regulate and inhibit MMP2. When there is an imbalance between MMP2 and TIMP2, we are likely to see extracellular matrix degradation. Studies have shown that MMP2 and TIMP2 ratio often determines the extent of extracellular matrix protein degradation and tissue remodeling. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Josh, what the heck are you talking about? You're talking about MMP2, you're talking about TIMP2, you're talking about extracellular matrix degradation, you're talking about all these big fancy words. Why do I care? And it's simple. You should care because extracellular matrix degradation has been linked to a variety of diseases. One of the leading researchers for MMP2 expression is Dr. Hiroyuki Mizuguchi in Japan. He has written many research papers regarding MMP2 expression and disease progression. He says, in states of disease, MMP2 is often hyperactivated, and this hyperactivation can cause excessive degradation linked to many adverse conditions throughout the body. Some of these conditions include heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, kidney failure, respiratory failure, breast cancer, brain cancer, skin cancer, and many, many more diseases. Heck, I'm even doing research on the link between MMP2 and epilepsy using zebrafish, but that's besides the point. That's just about me. So as you can see, this little enzyme that not a lot of people have heard about is very important for a variety of functions and is prominent in a lot of disease. And a lot of disease research will take a look at MMP2 and other MMPs to see if there's a connection between them and see if there's possibly a cure or a solution that involves MMP2. Unfortunately, a lot of MMP2 research is relatively new, and we can learn quite a bit from it. For example, we don't know how we could potentially change our MMP2 levels through means of diet or IV. We just know that MMP2 and TIMP2 are there, and we don't know how to regulate them. So a lot of research could be done regarding MMP2 and TIMP2, and so it's very important for us to keep an open mind about small little enzymes that are relatively new. Not a lot of people know about them, and hopefully that'll lead to interesting science and new cures and therapies, and I don't know, the possibilities are endless. There are many great things that could be learned from studying MMP2, and I hope that this video was able to convey it.